Welcome to Financing the American Dream, a national show about real estate, lifestyle, and culture. A real show, not a reality show. We're going to take you all around the country and show you some of the best neighborhoods with some great stories today.
We're going to visit with some friends of mine at the Signature Group of Keller Williams, who have been inspirational in the Black community in promoting home ownership.
It is one of the most visited spots and photographed spots in Charleston.
We are here at the Philadelphia Eagles tailgate, right in the heart of South Philly.
Thanks for meeting us here today in Turtle Beach Lagoon. I'm so excited to do this tour with you.
The hub houses food trucks, an amphitheater for the kids, something for all the family, and it's just behind the neighborhood.
Let's get the show started right now.
The search is over, baby. I'm right here, and I got it.
The American Dream, the only show that combats negative media, not owned by a network, commercial-free, unscripted.
I got it.
These are stories for you and by you.
I got it.
Welcome to American Dream TV. I'm your host, Barry Habib, and as you might be able to tell, I'm in beautiful Las Vegas. There's plenty of opportunities to take your chances in one of these great establishments. You might decide to roll the dice, or if blackjack's your game, you may decide to either hit or stand. And you know what's funny is that the housing market right now is so hot, home prices are going up, that some people are wondering, should I hit and go for that house? Or maybe I should stand pat and wait 6 months. Now, this is something that people are thinking about often today. And what I don't think they're realizing is that if they decide to wait 6 months, and while they might be on the sidelines, the housing market isn't. And guess what? Neither are interest rates. So let's talk about both and what it might mean to you. First of all, the housing market itself is forecasted to appreciate at a pretty good clip. It all depends on your zip code and your market. But most of the time, you're going to find that inventory is tight and demand is strong. So home prices are very likely to appreciate, and many forecasts call for them to appreciate over the next year by double-digit percentages. Now that means in just the next 6 months, you could see home values rise another 4 or 5%. Well, let's think about that for a minute. On a $500,000 home, that's another $20,000 or $25,000. But that's not all. If you're taking out a mortgage, you have to take out a higher mortgage in those cases, which means that increases your monthly payment. Let's talk about interest rates speaking of monthly payment. Now, we know that the Federal Reserve has said they're going to begin to slow down their purchases of mortgage-backed securities. That could cause mortgage rates to increase. If interest rates rise just a little bit, let's say 0.25%, that could affect your monthly payment. And what we're seeing right now is when you combine those two, waiting 6 months could cause your payment to increase $100, $150 a month, somewhere in that range. That's a big consideration, and that's in just 6 months. Now, wait a second. What about the home value? If that goes up $20,000 or $25,000, that's a lot of money that you'll miss out on. And there's one more thing that very few people consider, and that's amortization. Amortization is the portion of your monthly payment that's really your own money. Some of it's interest, and that goes to the lender. But what about amortization? That's principal, and that goes to you. It's your own money. When you account for all of these things, depending on the home price and depending on what the appreciation is, do you know that you could possibly see appreciation, amortization cost you $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 in just 6 months? And then combine that with seeing your monthly payment increase by $100 or $150 a month, the cost of waiting 6 months may be just too much. And when you think about it, perhaps it might be a good idea to go after that home of your dreams today, to continue looking and continue shopping, and maybe, just maybe, pay a little bit more to win that home so you can lock in those prices and payments today. Now, we're going to be looking around the country at some of these beautiful neighborhoods and lifestyles, and you'll see exactly and hearing from those mortgage experts that'll talk about those opportunities as well as the realtors that will show you those homes.
Hi, I'm Tammy with Financing the American Dream. Today we're here with Lou with Kayaking SRQ in Turtle Lagoon, and then we're going to go head down to downtown Sarasota and meet with Mark and Dirk about the real estate market. Let's go. Hey Lou, thanks for meeting us here today in Turtle Beach Lagoon. I'm so excited to do this tour with you. How long have you been doing it?
I've been a Florida guide now for 25 years.
Oh my goodness, what's the most interesting thing you've ever seen here?
I would say the most interesting thing I run into daily, and especially during the summer months, are the manatee.
Yeah, the manatee are super cool out here. Lou, how has the tourist market been here?
We've noticed definitely a pickup since COVID. Last summer, last season, and through into this summer, and now into fall. We're looking like we're going to have a fantastic season.
I could see why. I mean, it's beautiful out here. Can you tell us a little bit about the tours that you do and how many people usually come?
What we do at Kayaking SRQ, we are a kayaking tour company, and we also do self-guided rentals. This is the Neville Nature Preserve down out of the Turtle Beach Lagoon. Generally, tours about 2 hours long, and we give you a nice mix of a little bit of nature and history. I have met in over 25 years just some of the coolest people on the planet. Every day is a different group, a different situation. Being able to explore and then live my passion is truly an American dream.
Absolutely.
No question.
So thank you, Lou, for taking us on this tour today.
Thanks for coming out, you guys. I appreciate the time. I hope I shared a little something with you today. Don't forget, most importantly, when you come to Sarasota, you got to contact Kayaking SRQ. Let's
head over to Bayfront Park to go talk to Mark and Dirk about the real estate market. Hey, Mark and Dirk, thanks for meeting with me today.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of share the take on where we came from as far as the past of the real estate market here and where you see the future. And I know you guys are both experts in the area, so I just wanted to kind of share that.
Sure. I grew up more in the Venice-Nokomis area, which is down south,
Absolutely.
but spent quite a bit of time up here in Sarasota.
Got it.
So just love seeing everything just develop.
What's your favorite part about living here?
Just close proximity, I think. In my opinion, is everything is right here. You've got close proximity to different cities. Every area here has its own flavor in Sarasota. You've got something new everywhere, something for everybody.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
what I kind of like the most.
And you're doing mostly the luxury market, is that correct?
That's correct. I've been in the Coldwell Banker downtown office for 23 years.
So you're a long-term resident here too?
Well, you know, we have an old saying in Sarasota, not from here, just got here as soon as I could.
So what do you see happening with the market here?
Well, you know, our market has seen a lot of growth in the last couple of years in downtown. There's been over 300 condominiums sold in downtown Sarasota since 2019.
So Mark, what do you think the draw is? Why are people coming here?
Just the area. I think it's just the beautiful, the weather, obviously, what we see behind us, you know, all this. I also think the pandemic had a huge part of this, because for the very first time, people were forced to see, I can work somewhere else. I can actually work in Paradise, and the amount that I'm paying here, I can get so much more in Florida and still keep my job.
Sure, yeah, that's the reason I came down. I actually came from California, and I was working from home, so I was thinking, well, why don't I work from home where I want to be? And this is where I wanted to be. I mean, like you said, I couldn't get here fast enough. So thanks for meeting with me today, Mark and Dirk.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm so excited to share Sarasota with our audience. It was really fun today with Lou out in the kayaks and meeting with Mark and Dirk over in downtown Sarasota. I'm Tammy Ruland. Thanks for joining us today.
In the 20 years I've been involved in the real estate and mortgage community, one of my hugest passions has been helping other people with their money through home ownership and creating that wealth that home ownership can bring to a family to change their lives. I'm Amber Garofalo, and this is Financing the American Dream. We're here in Minneapolis today, and we're going to visit with some friends of mine at the signature group of Keller Williams, Trey and Lasha, who have been inspirational in the Black community in promoting home ownership. Let's go check it out. Trey, Lasha, thanks so much for having me into your office. Tell me a little bit about how you guys came together as a team.
So 2018, we started the Signature Group, me and Julia. We sat down, kind of came up with the, how we wanted our team to look. And that was just like, you know what, we needed the admins, the agents and stuff like that. During that time, Lasha, I seen her doing her thing. So it was like,
she's
you know
a rock
what?
star.
I know she'll always come by the office and see how we interact as a team. It's like,
Yeah,
you know
it
what,
felt like a family.
Yeah, it felt like a family. So it was like, you know what? I seen her doing her thing. I like, know it made sense for me to approach her and like, you know, what can we do to join forces?
Best decision for me ever made. My career literally skyrocketed, and pretty happy to say they were the #1 team here at the KW Lakes office right now, which has been amazing for a team of color, honestly.
Absolutely. I mean, that's, yeah,
we're
you guys
excited.
are making a huge splash in the Twin Cities, is why I wanted to get together with you guys today to learn a little bit more about that story and to check out one of your listings in North Minneapolis so that we can talk about some people that we've helped along the way through this journey.
Yeah,
absolutely. Cool. Well, Trey, thanks for having us to your listing here in North Minneapolis. It's in a great area for first-time home buyers. What makes this area so good for first-time home buyers to take advantage of?
Well, Lambeau is a nice neighborhood, a part of Minneapolis, where it's just easy access to get right down to downtown Minneapolis. Lots of trails and stuff over here, parks and stuff. Family-friendly neighborhood.
Yeah, and the home prices here are still somewhat affordable, so that's important too, because, you know, with home prices raising across the country, it's, you know, less and less affordable for first-time home buyers.
Yeah, houses, I want to say, in the range from anywhere from 200 up to 400,000. Right now, with a lot of down payment assistance available, a lot of our clients are utilizing that to be able to purchase in this neighborhood and still get that affordable. I think what it is that you get a lot for your money, especially in this neighborhood.
I know we've helped clients in this neighborhood too, first-time home buyers, some that have had longer journeys to get prepared to be homeowners than others, but the one that we recently helped was such a cool story. Could you share that with us?
Yeah, Tiffany was the client that you're speaking of, and it was a long time coming. It took us over a year. Initially, she just wasn't getting approved for as much as she wanted to. And so we just didn't find anything that she liked and she didn't want to settle. So eventually I was able to, thanks to some changes that happened with the laws, she was able to get approved for way more money, which gave her a little bit more opportunity for something that she really did like. And so we found the right house for her in the right neighborhood, and it was a listing that I had here in Minneapolis on Queen, and I was able to connect my good friend who sold that house, which was her first house, to my client Tiffany, who was also a first-time home buyer. It was a great way to match make, you know, a home that really worked well for her.
Well, thanks, Trey, for hosting us at your listing. We're gonna go and scope out more of what the area has to offer. So dreams really do come in all shapes and sizes, and I love that the Signature Group showed us a picture of how they're closing the homeownership gap here in Minneapolis. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Financing the American Dream. I'm Amber G. See you next time.
And welcome back to Financing the American Dream, and I'm your host Meg Robb, and we are so excited today to be exploring more of our historic downtown Charleston. Today we're at the Battery. The Battery is one of the most visited spots here in Charleston. So between the seawall and the promenade stretches throughout the peninsula of Charleston, where you can have so many amazing sights to see from here. You got the USS Yorktown, Patriots Point, Sullivan's Island. There's so much to explore here in downtown Charleston at the Battery, and I can't wait to do it with you today. Now we're about to walk across the street to White Point Garden, which is an amazing park here at downtown Charleston, where some people do come along to get married and other things here at the park. So here we are at White Point Garden, where it used to be called Oyster Park due to the sun-bleached oyster shells, which is super cool. But right behind us is the gazebo where a lot of people come. It is a Charleston icon. A lot of people get married here or either just come take some great photo shot of their family. When you come to the Battery, a walk down Rainbow Row is an absolute must. Rainbow Row is pastel historic homes located on East Bay Street. Some fun facts about Rainbow Row is one, it is one of the most visited spots and photographed spots in Charleston. Also, it was built around the 1740s, and the merchants used to run their businesses on the bottom floor and live on the top floor. In the 1900s, Dorothy Porcher Legay bought several of these homes and started renovating them. She decided to paint them pink for the color scheme of colonial Caribbean. All the other owners started following suit, and this is how we have today the pastel color of Rainbow Row. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of moving traffic here in downtown Charleston, but not all of that is tourism. Charleston is the 74th largest U.S. metro population. Now, that may not seem like a lot, but what that means is since 2017, 28 people are moving to Charleston a day. Our market is extremely aggressive and hot right now. We have people that are moving, purchasing second homes, investment properties, and Charleston truly is a great place to live. We can't wait to show you our last stop on King Street, where there are so many great locations for shopping. And right now we're in the beautiful Christmas season, so we get to see all the beautiful Christmas lights as well. On King Street, our final location for the evening. King Street has so many places for dining, entertainment, and shopping, and it's perfect at Christmas time to get all your last-minute Christmas shopping done. You'll hear retailers, owners, and locals talk about the King Street experience of walking up and down these streets. So I'm going to go have some fun now and do that. And thank you so much for joining us today. And you're watching Financing the American Dream, and I'm your host, Meg Robb.
That's all for today's episode of Financing the American Dream. I've been your host, Craig Sewing. Thank you so much for tuning in, and don't forget you can follow us on social media. Until then, cheers to your American Dream.
American Dream TV is a chance for America to hear from small business owners and big dreamers, local leaders and trendsetters, tastemakers and upshakers, the men and women, young and old, in every ethnicity and different perspective of this country we share. We are the American Dream TV, and together we are changing the world of television.
Do you know my name? Do you know my name? Yeah. My name is Notorious, Infamous, Wanted Man, Dangerous. I'm an army, I'm a legion, I'm a ghostin', I'm a heathen.